What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Just enjoying, um, just enjoying the vibe and the atmosphere on this Sunday um, in Arizona. You know, before it get too hot, so I decided to get out, just take in all the sights. Hey, yeah, it's nice out here. Very nice and peaceful out here. So that's one of these things that, man, as individuals and beings, we gotta take advantage of this whole experience. Being here in Arizona has been so refreshing and so enlightening, so empowering. And nothing happens by chance. Everything is always in alignment. Not that we necessarily plan every single aspect that we experience, but it's just wonderful and a testament to how the universe, when you align yourself with it and are open to being on the right frequency in a higher vibration, how things will just come together. It's that attraction that causes things to come together. And so, man, it's just been beautiful to be able to experience this with the family. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I had opportunities to take trips and experience things with the family. And so for me to be an adult, to be the man, be the father, I feel it necessary to do the same things. We create new memories, and we gotta keep continually create new memories with our family, with our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short. Shit is crazy. So, you know, man, we make the best out of it. But yeah, so on another note, definitely feeling the effects of this energy, this energy that we're in. Here being in Sedona, we in Sedona, so the vibration is real high. Arizona is probably the vortex capital in the U.S. So no matter where you go, there are going to be some anomalies. But a lot of people who are spiritual, they come here, and even people who are not spiritual. I mean, it's just a beautiful vacation place. So, you know what I'm saying? To get away and to be able to see the sights, see some of the wonders, it's necessary. But yeah, just reflecting back on the energy and the vibe here. It's been nothing but love and nothing but peace. And, you know, in the midst of everything that's going on, man, it's wonderful to be able to get away, to be able to still and find some solidarity, some solitude, to be able to find some peace of mind. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. So for me, this eclipse energy has been exactly what it is said to be, exactly what it aligns to be. Yeah, both before and after the full moon of the 4th and the lunar eclipse of the 5th, I found myself extremely irritable angry and frustrated. I mean, like, hot. And this with everybody. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was covertly and overtly, to the point to where, you know, some things just irritated me and I was frustrated about it, and I'm lashing out, going off, just being real insensitive to everyone else's emotions. And that's just indicative of this energy, you know what I'm saying? With Mars being in Aries, for me, that's exactly what that is said to will trigger some of these emotions. And that's what it's been doing. And it's been extreme for me. Real extreme. But one thing I find, though, in all of it, because you know that I've been sharing and constantly, even through the ups and downs of doing, you know, the inner work and the shadow work, I find that the magic is really gonna be me transmuting my old ways of reacting to situations and being completely heart-centered, like unwaveringly heart-centered. That is where the magic lies for me. Now, I gotta break these karmic cycles. I was looking at it, kind of more reflecting and being mindful. And I realized that these tendencies I have are just patterns, and not only myself, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of you. But for me, again, to stay out of the place of blame shifting. And that is so easy for us as black men and women in relationships. It's like we're going against each other. You know what I'm saying? Pointing the finger and pointing out every little wrong thing, pointing out every little issue. You know what I'm saying? And then again, there goes the blame shifting. But with this energy, with this Mars being in Aries, with this Capricorn lunar eclipse energy, this is the energy that all of this is going to be amped up, amplified, and it will be at its height. And it's said that it's going to be this way for about 6 months or so. And I know usually it's only 6 weeks, but we do have some time to really self-reflect and, man, really check ourselves and work on ourselves to be the best that we can be. And so what are we doing? And so what I'm doing is focusing my awareness to realize in the moment and just pause. So I'm consciously aware. I'm making note and I'm making a mental note and noticing these things and maintaining to be consciously aware to not be caught up in the moment giving in to these negative triggers. Now, one thing that we do have to do is we gotta be mindful. And again, I say, I'm reminding myself, but y'all remember to not be so judgmental, especially, you know, as you trying to work through these things. Don't be so judgmental on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you love yourself, then that means that you're going to have patience as you're practicing these things, as you're working through these things to get things right, to iron it out and to work through these kinks. You got to be patient with yourself. And so let us all be reminded that we have to be patient with ourselves and take care of ourselves unlike anyone else, unlike anything else. We have to be priority numero uno. And so I was just looking back at some things and I realized some major shifts and changes that occurred with it being 2020 now, stemming back from the past 5 years. In 2015, I was going through the demise of another relationship, and it culminated with me getting a divorce in 2015. Now, going through that divorce and through the times leading up to that divorce, y'all know how it is. I mean, the divorce, a relationship just don't go sour in one day. You know what I'm saying? It's a buildup of things, and over time, with things going unchecked, then boom, there you have the boiling point, the tipping point, or the cutoff. And so, in going through that, I was in an emotional wreck. I was emotionally in turmoil as a result of all of the unfolding of that then relationship. But also in 2015, I found that was when I decided that I wanted a new beginning, and I wanted to be better. And I call myself asserting myself more when it came to being spiritual, but not knowing that it was not truly spiritual. But that's when I made my move on my now wife. That's when I made my move on Cam. And I shot my shot. That was November of 2015. Yep, that's when it all changed. And that's when we moved into a phase of our journey, our spiritual evolution that we refer to as that quantum space. And so now, again, fast forward in 2020, here we are going through the last lunar eclipse of Capricorn for a long time. And so for many of us who are trying to do the shadow work, for many of us who are trying to level up and really break some of the patterns and cycles of what we probably have unconsciously allowed ourselves to be defaulted and controlled by, it can be released. And so that's where we find ourselves. And that's where we are. And as we always say, your third eye has just been kissed.